Barbara card right now.
108 was live.
Oh my god.
No, there was the next one. Next 108. I'm trying to remember the name and I can't.
No, I was
Shout out to 108.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? It started with a Z or something.
Whoa. It did start with a Z. I remember.
Where?
It was in Saga. It was
I know what
they
you're
were all
talking
in
about.
Mississauga.
Yeah.
You have to find that one friend that
We're
has
always the whole time trying to.
Helium, right here.
Yeah, we will.
helium. But I don't remember.
I know what you're talking, because I grew up in Saga.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I just forget the name right now. Damn, doesn't matter. Whatever.
Getting your parents to drop you off or some shit.
Oh, for real?
My mom would never let me go.
I got that. We take the van, pick up every girl.
I had to be like,
You sneak out, right?
I was sneaking.
Mom, I'm gonna sleep over at my friend's house. All right then, we go catch a bubble real quick, and I come back home. Why are you home? I just didn't want to sleep
there anymore.
Well, why you dressed up?
What else?
I'd stay out. I'd stay out. I wouldn't even head back home. Just
because
stay out.
I couldn't stay at my friend's
Yeah,
house.
because my mom worked nights. She had no idea.
Oh shit.
I had that at one point.
Yeah, my sister
I won't
would
cut my mom work nights. Yeah.
My sister would cover for us. Because when she sneak out, I cover for her.
That's nice.
That's why it's good to have siblings.
That's nice.
True story.
But you were this. Oh no, your sister wasn't around.
Shit.
I lived with her my whole life. What are you talking about, bro?
So why did you just?
You make it sound like she abandoned her family, bro. Like, my sister was living with me till I was 20 something.
Sister abandoned the
Talking
family.
about your sister, bro.
Because what do you want me to talk about?
It's okay. She loved you, right?
She owns. I told you she owns her own condo down the street.
But she loves you.
She works at a law firm.
She love you.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. What's this guy doing right now?
So this sister abandoned.
We can talk about it.
No, I don't. It's okay. That's a different show.
Is it though?
Talking about siblings. That's a different
Oh
show.
gosh.
It's hilarious.
I love my sister. She's cool.
You guys have brothers and sisters?
Half.
Ladies, you guys have brothers?
Million.
Half?
Yeah. I grew up as an only child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was
Me
it
too,
lonely?
essentially.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you grew up here. In Toronto
I've
by
always.
yourself.
That's interesting.
A lady asked me, she has an only child and she's like 42 now, and she's like, you know, I feel like it's too late to have a kid. And I was like, yeah, your daughter wants a sibling. Like, I'm just, because I'm like 30 now.
Yeah.
And this is when I actually feel like, damn, I wish I had a sibling. Like, I said it to my cousins. I was like, wish I had a sister or brother.
Yeah.
That I was close to.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because I feel like, okay, talking about my sister, since we're going there. Growing up, we were always cool. Obviously, we grew up together. We lived in the same household. But it's like, I feel like now, I'm just turned 29. Same age. Now, I feel like I want to connect with her more. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we lived in the same household for decades, but it's like I feel like now I want to talk to her about like real stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that's how I feel.
You know what I mean?
And there's things like I'll see with my parents and stuff, and there's no one I can
Did you grow
vibe
up
with.
with both parents?
Yeah.
Mom and dad?
That's
Yeah.
good.
Same household?
Yeah.
Still together?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Wow, good for you. No, but that's
I'm just saying.
It sucks that you guys just made that seem like an anomaly.
But that's what it. But don't you feel
I
like,
get it,
especially
but
in
it
the
just
black
sucks.
household,
Like, seriously?
it's a stereotype, but stereotypes are kind of real though.
But hold on, you're not
You
the
know
only
what I
one here, champ.
Yeah.
Mom and
That's
dad.
true.
They're not doing well, but yeah.
Well, I was gonna say they're not
physically
doing
live
well.
there. No.
Like my parents weren't. It wasn't
Listen,
a
there-
happy home.
there
But
comes to a
wouldn't you
point
say
when
that's a part of the hardship? I guess.
What I would say, I feel like I've said this to you, Jess, before, is like
look, when
it
two old
has
people-
taught
Right.
me to. It's being difficult to end relationships in my life because I've had two parents who've
Sticking
gone
out.
through so much shit that at times I'm like, you guys fucking hate each other. Like, real talk. They're not going to listen to this, so it's okay. But there's times, like, I'm like, I've had conversations with my mom to be like, what's happening? Like, and I see that in myself where I struggle to leave relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a question about that. So this goes back all the way back to like abusive relationships, and it's happened to my sister. It's happened to people, women that I know.
For real?
Yeah.
Who beat your sister,
I'm
dog?
gonna stay. Why you stay? I'm gonna cry.
Not at this point. Stop.
What happened?
Okay,
But that's
no,
exactly
that's
where
the
I'm
question.
going.
I knew that's where he was going.
What happened?
I'll drop the
I'll
speech
get
on
to it.
him.
I'll
I'll
get-
drop
I'll
the
get-
speech on him.
She's about to drop that
Like,
speech,
pull out and read it now.
though. She's about to drop that speech. Drop it like this. All right. So my sister, this is back when I was in high school, way back in the day. We're talking like
Is she older than you?
she's older. Than me.
Okay.
We're separated by
How
7
old
years.
is she anyway?
We're 7 year difference. She's 36.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 29. Is that 7? Yes. My math is correct. Anyways, she was in an abusive relationship back when I was in high school. We dealt with it.
What'd you do? You beat the shit out of that dude, bro?
I dealt with it.
You beat the shit out of that dude? What'd you do? You didn't do that, bro. Yo, Champ, what do you do, yo?
I don't know. I don't actually know.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Champ
You
speaks.
didn't do
Carry
nothing,
on.
bro. Stop this, yo.
We dealt with it.
Yo, this is the listen. You didn't do
We
nothing.
dealt with
bro.
it.
What'd you do?
We dealt with it.
What'd you do?
We dealt with it accordingly. Anyways, that's beside the
That's
point.
lying.
However,
Nothing.
however,
Could have called the authorities.
That dude is on the loose. That dude is on the loose.
what were you about to say? He
dude-
did what?
I
Anyways,
don't know what he did.
This question has come up before, and I've asked women this. Every woman that's told me she's been in an abusive relationship, I've always asked the same question: why couldn't you leave? Now, before you answer, please let me finish. I know what you're going to say, but I actually want to understand.
I'd like to know what you think we're gonna say.
See, got him. Go ahead.
Let me finish my
Body.
question,
This
please.
guy is he is so dumb. He is so dumb.
I am so dumb. Don't.
But that's what makes the show.
Let's get to
There's no show.
I'm a
Dig
fan.
the hole. Dig the
There
hole.
is no
man.
I'm a
show
fan today.
until I dig a hole. Dig a hole. Dig a hole. Jay-Z. Anyways, why are you laughing?
I'm waiting.
He's your boy, not my boy.
I'm just waiting.
I'm just adding
I'm
more
like locked and loaded right now.
ammunition. They're just ready. They're ready.
Or just
Don't look at me,
waiting.
bro.
Like
Also
you
let you
said,
know.
wait.
Guys,
So
it
I'm
was the
waiting.
Usually, if he
moment-
does that, he's trying to build a reason to say what he has
Oh,
to
I
say.
know
He doesn't
exactly
actually
what
have.
he's doing. I've known this kid long
Just
enough.
knows him. Just
I
knows
know
him.
what he's doing
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Yo, bro,
He's like, help me.
You're the one
The man
that
said,
said.
help me.
You're the one that said. I know what you're gonna say. You never say that to a woman, bro.
Joe, help me.
No, dog. You just have to catch this L right now.
So he doesn't stick his foot further in his mouth. Can you answer his
I
question?
was waiting
No,
for the
hold on,
question.
I have a question. I just wanted my boys with me, but
I thought he was going to elaborate.
it looks like
on
I'm on an island by myself. When a woman's in an abusive relationship, right?
Why can't she leave?
No, shut the fuck up. I'm
Oh,
asking
now you
a
just swearing
I
at
thought
me?
that was
Because
exciting.
you about to get this, you about to catch this
Okay,
L?
let's go.
You getting mad at me now?
Yeah, well, time is of the essence. We go. Oh, we're past. Okay.
Hurry up.
Yes. When a woman's in an abusive relationship and it's going on for several months, years, whatever the case may be, and
Catch an L.
I'm trying to talk.
Talk, bro.
Can you explain to me why it's very difficult for women to leave that situation? Now, it could be because there's history behind it.
What are they gonna say?
I was waiting for
Yeah,
that.
What are they
were
gonna
we
say?
What's the reason?
No, I'm asking a
No,
question.
but
You
said-
interrupted me. I'm
you
asking a
said
question.
they-
You said you know
I'm
what
asking
they're
a
gonna say.
question here, and I'm expecting an answer.
No, you
You're
said
expecting
I
it.
know
I
what you're
don't-
going to say.
I don't recall saying what I said that.
Yeah.
No, we
Play
can
it
definitely we can definitely rewind and say
Because
that you
I
said that.
repeated
No.
saying, tell me what we would say.
You did say that.
You
did say
For
that.
the sake of some sort of professionalism in this podcast, can you answer
I
the
was just
question?
hoping he would have an answer.
No, I don't
He
want.
won't.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth.
You want to answer?
I don't want to embarrass myself in front
When
of
I get asked that question, because I stayed for 4 years.
4 years.
For 4 years I stayed. My response when people ask me that question is, if you ever met a hostage that was in a hostage situation and it was life or death for them, and they were stuck, would you say, why did you stay?
Of course not.
Exactly. So a woman who is in an abusive situation, she's a hostage. She's trapped. She might be cut off financially. She's in physical fear of her life. She might be in fear of the life of the people that she loves. She's probably cut off from everybody that she loves. There are so many different factors as to why women stay. And it is honestly the single most devastating question you can ask a woman who's been abused.
Drop the mic. That's the,
It doesn't even have to be that deep, though. It could even just be as simple as she loved him. That's it.
love can
What was
conquer.
It's the same way.
What was that TED Talks? The woman said,
I love TED Talks,
I was a
yo.
woman
Yeah.
in love with
Love
a monster,
TED- I
and I
love
was
TED
the
Talks.
only
Only person who could save him.
Oh, for real?
TED Talks is ill. You listen to TED Talks?
No, I never. I've listened to stuff, but not this particular one.
No.
So she,
That's her response when people
And that's
say
true,
to her, "Why did
too.
you stay?"
yeah,
There's a lot of healers in abusive relationships.
yeah.
And you also, every time, because what will happen, from my own experience, is that there would be, this is funny to you?
No, I'm laughing because he doesn't listen to TED Talks. You laughing.
Continue, please. I'm sorry.
There will,
Go ahead,
for
go
myself personally, there would be instances where I would get beaten or whatever, and then for 2-3 weeks after that, I would have the best boyfriend in the world.
Right.
He would be loving, he would be sweet. This man would
This
bring
goes
me
back
breakfast.
to
I've
your
heard that- I've actually heard that
psychological
before.
abuse
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
literally
question.
like a switch, right?
Yeah, I would have the best boyfriend in the world.
Yeah.
And it would be perfect. This man would treat me like a queen until the next time he got set off. Like, I had once, he was on his knees in the middle of the road crying, begging me not to leave him. And there were instances where he protected me from other people.
Yeah.
You know?
May I ask a question?
Go ahead.
So, I know it's difficult for the whole explaining why it's hard because of the way you elaborated with the hostage situation and comparing it to that. But what was that breaking point that finally made you say, you know what?
Best day ever. So, sorry, Tash, I'm stepping on you here. It got to the point in our relationship where he was very, very sexually aggressive and I shut down. And he got into a relationship with another girl that I wasn't allowed to leave. And he would continue this relationship with this girl. Then he decided one week that he wanted to take a break. A good friend of mine, it was his birthday, and he had called me and said, you know, come out for my birthday, yada, yada, yada. You know, so-and-so's left you be, just come out. So I ummed and ahed, and I said, okay, fine. Long story short, this night, dude called me. I guess he had a sixth sense that I was out, and heard I was out, told me to get my ass home right away. I was like, well, I can't. I'm out in the middle of such and such. I can't go. Long story short, I grew a backbone for that moment. No, that's the wrong thing to say. I stood up for myself and I said no. And I put my phone on silent, put it in my purse, chilling with my friends for about an hour and a half or so.
Nice.
I pull out my phone. I had about 90 missed calls from him and my mother. He had took it upon himself, going back and forth, phoning my phone, my mother's phone, my phone, my mother's phone, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
To the point where when I came home, my mother was sat in the dark, and my mother is the strongest human being in the world.
Yeah.
She sat on the floor, rocking back and forth. And that was then when it just clicked for me. He called me up again. He was like, you're a whore. I know you're out fucking so-and-so. I'm like, think what you want. Yeah. So this man, in a whole relationship, the only thing he contributed to my relationship was a television. He says, I want my TV back. I said, all right, fine. Picked up the TV, put on my Timbs, put my foot through it, put it out the door. Done.
Congratulations. That's big.
That.
I call it the light switch moment. When the light goes on and you know.
Yeah. And I think, I'm asking, for you, was it the fact that he struck a chord with someone who's obviously been there from day one for you?
It was that.
He affected your mother to the point where she's in a state where you're like, I can't have this for a real, true loved one.
I had a friend who, she brought me to dinner in the midst of it all, and she was like, I can't be your friend anymore.
She told you that?
Yeah, and she's like, she said, I cannot be your friend as long as I'm watching him do this to you.
That's big.
And that was like a big, shit, because I'm constantly coming to work, I'm seeing her, and I'm telling her things, or she's seeing me in distress, and then she was just like, I can't be your friend. As long as he's doing this too, I can't be your friend. And that was like a big, that stood out to me.
Yeah. So at that moment, you were like, okay, I gotta do something.
Not yet. Not at that moment.
But it was almost like the underlying moment.
It was like that's when my eyes started to open up.
It was the setup. It was the setup to, okay.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing I envy about women. Like, guys don't have that type of relationship with each other.
Right.
Like, I can't.
I disagree, bro. I mean,
no,
not most. Yeah, you're right. Not most.
Like, most fellas don't have that kind of relationship with their fellas, where it's like they see. And I was literally just saying this over the phone with somebody earlier. I said, like, if I'm fucking up, I know Champ and KoJo will tell me. They'll acknowledge it. I'll be more shocked if they don't acknowledge it. If they don't bring it to my attention, because I feel like when you don't acknowledge bad behavior, you're allowing it to continue.
Right.
So I trust that they would call me out if I was doing something wrong, if they felt like I was...
Are you accepting of what they have to say?
100%. Oh, these guys are my brothers.
And
so there's a lot of times that women are in these situations and they're not accepting of what the other person has to say.
I've broken up with a girl before because OJ told me she wasn't good for me. That's the 100% the truth. That's
good.
I think that's interesting. I don't know if it's good because I don't know your friendship. Right?
I apologize. Let me rephrase it. It wasn't like he told me, "Yo, break up with her," and the next day I was like, over.
He saw signs.
He saw signs, and it took me a couple of more months, and then I was like,
it was validated.
You were right. Yeah, it was validated.
Well, that's kind of the same thing that we're saying, right? It may not happen right away because you'll have people. I had my own mother. I was kicked out of my house because my mom got to the point where she was, I cannot watch this happen to you any further. You're my child, you know? And I was just